What y'all say, everybody? It's Help Broke Lucy. I always got to give you my weather report to start out. It's a mix of rain and snow, calling for a snowstorm back here in Little Siberia. See, where I live, it's a high elevation to start with in the nearest town, and then you climb way up a mountain, and then you come down halfway down that mountain in a valley. And so we're protected from strong winds, but our elevation is quite a bit higher than the local towns, and we get a lot of snow and all of that. But I live so privately, I could scream at the top of my lungs for days and nobody'd hear me. That's why I don't nobody want to come back here messing. I think I'm getting ready to have to modify my videos and messages. They're getting ready to have to get harder. You know, different stages of life, when you're a self-taught, self-dependent individual, not dependent on a sky daddy or a earthly daddy or anything. Every now and then you take gut checks of where you at, what you doing, are you heading in the right direction. Usually, I'm okay with what I'm doing, unless I'm drinking. As y'all know, I'm an alcoholic. And anybody really knows me and been around when I drink, you don't want to be around when I drink, because I'm the worst kind of asshole. But my message is going to have to get harder. I've lost all respect for civilized communication with indoctrinated Christians. I've lost all respect for people trying to intelligently explain why Jesus didn't exist when it's like this. There was no fucking Genesis, not a chance in the goddamn universe there was a Genesis. There's no sin. There's no goddamn dead son of a bitch on a stick. The end. It's 2014. If you can't fucking grasp that, you're the problem that us thinking people are going to have to deal with to try to save this goddamn world with our minds. Not with the Second Amendment, not with rebel flags, and not with torture. This one's inspired by the statistic that's out today. Most Americans approve of torture. Most Americans are Christian. Pathetic. Anyone that approves of a torture, you don't have a moral. You are a rotten, bad to the bone fucking person. If you've got children, I pity them. You fell from the shit vine of creation. Of how we get created through genealogy. Torture's nothing but fucking revenge for the sickest of the fucking sick. They use the minds of the studies of sick people to make horror movies. You majority of Americans that approve of torture, you are the stuff horror movies are made of, and you're mostly Christians, proving over and over every day the point that I have, that the Bible is anti-morality. It is pro-hideousness. It is pro-murder. It is pro-hatred, pro-division, pro-robbery, pro-lying, pro-everything wicked. And you two-face, fork-a-tongue lying motherfuckers that put up Jesus came to love and save the world. Fuck you the goddamned most for leaving out at the end of your sugar-sweet goddamn sermons. And if you don't buy this load of horse shit that contradicts itself 1,000 times, your ass is gonna burn in hell. And if you can find a way to follow all 1,600 contradictory goddamn commands and make it to heaven, you get to watch your family burn in hell. Fuck Christianity completely. All respect is gone. I will not entertain anything. If you come humbly on your knees saying, I want out of this lying, wretched pile of pig shit, will you help me? You goddamn right. I'm on it. I'll help you. I'll tell you the truth and set you free. You come at me with any of your goddamn bullshit, I'm going to give it back 10 times. You're just going to get it back. You know what turn the other cheek was for? It's to keep you getting abused by the preachers, by your goddamn preacher politicians, and all of that shit. Slap one cheek, motherfucker, and see what happens. Slap one of my cheeks intentionally and see what happens. Evolution's going to happen. Action, reaction. You'll get knocked on your ass. You insult one of my family members. You hurt anybody I know and love on purpose. You're going to get what you asked for. Oh, you like karma, you little mystical bastards that think karma works? It works right goddamn now. When it comes to me. Yeah, I'm sick of it. Most Americans disapprove of anything Obama does. Most Americans are Christian. He's a black man. The black race is cursed. How in the hell he got elected, I don't know. If I have an anger at Obama, besides him signing this damn spending bill, that pissed me off. He went full Republican there. Obama should have known better than to run for president. This ignorant ass, stupid fucking Bible-beating country was not ready for a black man. What are they going to do when we get a woman? The stupid Christian assholes are going to go batshit. That's in all kinds of violation of the Bible. I read a good article today. That's the fuel for the rest of this thing. Atheists and non-believers in the Middle East particularly now are labeled as terrorists. And in a sense we are. Truth terrorizes lying, pedophilia-minded, misogynist, beheading motherfuckers who ain't afraid to say that Muhammad was a rapist, pedophile. That truth is terrorism to them. It is terrorism to them to tell them that their holy goddamn Koran is nothing but a book of murder, lies, and contradictions. It is terrorism to have people that think for themselves. We've been telling you, meek little sheep, how can you have any fucking pride in yourself calling yourself a lamb of anything? What about your individual dignity? You want to be a sheep and get fleeced or slaughtered? That's your goddamn choice. You get both. You get fleeced and then slaughtered. It's a corporate power trip. Religion was invented for people so weak and so afraid to think for themselves. Religious countries, they don't even have to stop and think, are we going to get our people to follow us? They know you're going to follow them. Because they're going to pick out whatever fucking agenda they want, whether it's oil, whether it's more land in Australia, or whatever the hell they want, and then they're going to throw Muhammad or Jesus in on it. And then you all fall in like ducks. It's no question you're going to follow them. It's no question you're going to follow George Bush when he says God told him to bomb the fuck out of Iraq. They got together and said, we need to bomb Iraq. We need to get over there. There's big money in that goddamn shit. And then as a last minute detail, how do we get the stupid majority of America to follow us? Bald-headed God. Dick Cheney's the closest thing to the Bible God this fucking earth has ever seen. Not the devil. Devil's the good guy. He leaned over to George and said, tell him God told you. Boom! It's done. And y'all support the torture. Torture don't work. Death penalties don't work. They don't lower crime. They're revenge for the small-minded dweeb. The nothing of evolution. There's one place capital punishment works, and that is on the spot right now. I walk in the door, someone's raping my daughter, I'm going to kill him now. right now. As soon as they got him out of my sight and in somebody else's custody, I got to let go. It's not up to me anymore. It's not up to me. That's the primal way, that's nature's way of handling things. Capital punishment is premeditated murder. It's saying murder's wrong, so we're going to premeditatedly murder you. And all of y'all go along with it. War. There's no need for war. There's not one bit of need for the, somebody, a friend of mine just made a comment on Facebook, said, half of America's worried about the 5 pounds they're going to put on their goddamn lazy ass this year, and the other half of America's wondering how they're going to get their next meal. And the Waltons own more money than 40% of America because most Americans are Christian. You can get a Christian nation to fall for the dumbest, most contrary shit that ever was, and that's why us freethinkers are terrorists. I don't own a gun. There's no atheists. The boldest thing atheists tried to do is put up a goddamn monument and put up a granite monument somewhere up north. I forget where it was. And goddamn Christians had a shit fit. I mean, there was nothing offensive on it. Atheists stand for not praying but doing something. Nothing. And it drove the goddamn mindless sheep mad. That's terrorism to you all. Anyone that uses... Can you disassociate the Bible God from a logical God? Not logical. I don't even know how to be a logical God. A reasonable God. A reasonable God gave us a brain to use the whole fucking thing. That Bible God of yours supposedly created your brain and wants you to use. Just, let's slide it into the picture. That much of it. That's all. That's all you're supposed to use, that little white dot right down there. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm disgusted with Christianity. I'm 57. I'm not going to live to see this world get better. And it pisses me off. And I'm wondering who's going to look after my children and my granddaughter. Because I'm the only me I know. I'm the only me that'll die for somebody I love. And it makes me mad when I think about the world that my granddaughter's going to inherit due to Christian goddamn thinking in a Christian goddamn nation. Lucy, out.